Hello guys and welcome back to 1987. We've screwed up WWF, as you'll see. We've also screwed up a few other companies along the way. This is a brand new start to the company. Because of what happened, I did explain it. If you didn't watch it, then you might be able to see it. But tonight is our first taping of Amped. Hashtag join the force. Are you ready? Let's begin. Oh yes, we've got Hogan, we've got Flair. Oh my brother, the Hulkamaniacs are around tonight. This is the first ever live wrestling TV show. Tonight we crown the first ever Global Force Wrestling Champion. Sold for WWF and WrestleMania 3. I won't be there. I am here now, brother. So yeah, Hulk Hogan agreed to sign. Sorry about that. That's my fiance texting me. If you've never seen the iMessage games, they're brilliant fun. Ric Flair comes out and goes, "Hello, Hulk. Now I just got off the phone with the boss. That match has been moved to next week because the Giant's not here yet." Ooh, Giant. So I've got my 4 friends here tonight. The problem is, only 3 of us fight. So Hulk, find yourself 3 partners, and tonight the 4th Horsemen take on Team Hogan live. This is what Amped is about. Anything is possible on live TV. So Hulk Hogan debuts People Champion. It's got initial great. Ric Flair debuts Nature Boy. It's got great. Ollie Anderson has debuted his badass gimmick. It's got initial rating of average, and the Global Force Championship story started with this segment. Ollie Anderson is a part of the company, but he's being pushed as a manager. So I've gone with that as what it is. So he is a manager. So that's why only 3 of them are wrestling, which is Arn Anderson and Julie Blanchard. But yeah, we open up the show with a 30E plus, as we see in a bout that had subpar wrestling. A little heat. Steven Regal. Sting defeated Steven Regal, The Undertaker, and Norman Smiley. In 7:34, the order of elimination was Steven Regal first, then Norman, finally Undertaker. The Stinger wins the Global Force Next Gen title. So I want to keep the Sting versus Hogan, Sting versus Undertaker storyline going, but I wanted to do it a bit different this time. So we've given Sting the bout to start off with. Also, Sting is lower than the Undertaker already in this game, so in the roster. So we've kind of got that sorted. So Norman Smiley debuted his fun babyface gimmick. It's got initial rating above average. Steven Regal debuted his high society gimmick. It's got initial rating of great. Then Undertaker's debuted his dead man gimmick. It's got an initial rating of awful. Bull Bear did some good work at ringside. Sting's debuted his old face gimmick. It's got an initial rating of average. The announcing quality lifted the match. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. It's got the crowd hotter. Paul Bear debuts obnoxious gimmick. It's got an initial rating of below average. Norman Smiley had a ring performance 21. Steven Regal 28. Undertaker 27. Sting 33. And the next gen storyline of the title list, and Norman Smiley's improving in performance. Hooray, hooray, hooray. So yeah, there you go, my friends. Your first ever match in the new Global Force. We have skipped a month, so we are now in April. We sign people. In our next match, in a decent match, Vader defeated Mick Foley in 5:64 by pinfall powerbomb. There's a 47D. Mick Foley debuted Extremist King. It's got above average. Vader debuted his monster gimmick. It's got an initial rating of above average. Nice quality lifting match. Colour commentary gave the match a boost. This match got the crowd hotter. Mick Foley 34, Vader 47. 51D plus in an extremely short match. Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Brian Pillman in 5:08 by pinfall with powerbomb. Bam Bam Bigelow debuts Monster. It's got a rating of great. Brian Pillman getting better his gimmick. He debuted with his young line. It's got a rating of great. Nice quality lifting match. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. Bigelow had a ring performance of 46. Brian Pillman had a ring performance of 42. No worker skill improvements to comment upon. Okay, 51D plus. A video shown to promote Ted DiBiase. Next match gets a 60C. An extremely short match. King Kong Bundy defeated Shawn Michaels in 2:46 by a pinfall Big Splash. Bundy debuts Monster. It's got below average. Shawn Michaels debuts Fan Vote got above average. Nelson quality lifted match. This colour commentary and match boost. Bundy 64, Michaels 45. Michaels improving performance and Bundy improving performance. I did this as a quick squash match just to give, because this is, before Michaels was the Heartbreak Kid, so this is before he was popular. So the idea behind this is, you know, if we squash him to someone like Bundy, Bundy can kind of hopefully help him get better in his gimmick, get better in the ring, and, you know, perform. Is the idea. But that 60C is not bad. Next up, a 67C plus. In a good match, Ted DiBiase defeated Kurt Hang in his 8-14 by pinfall. Kenny Davies' second generation superstar gimmick's got initial rating of average. Ted DiBiase's old school gimmick's got heel gimmick. It's got an initial rating of awful. The announced quality lift the match. Got a commentary the match. Bruce Kurt Hang 57, DiBiase 60, and no work improvements, sadly. 61C, just another music video hyping up King Kong Bundy, and an 80B main event of the night. In an exceptional match, Rick Rude, Sergeant Slaughter, and Hulk Hogan defeated Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Trudy Blanchard, when Hulk Hogan defeated Trudy Blanchard by pinfall and axe bomb. During the match, we also had Bundy accidentally hit Blanchard. Ric Flair, in terms of ring work, was above the head of others. So Rick Rude Davies' old school face gimmick's got national rating thing. Sergeant Slaughter Davies' Armed Force gimmick got initial rating of great. Arn Anderson debuted his Enforcer gimmick. It's got initial rating above average. Drew Blanchard debuted Badass gimmick's got initial rating of average. The great performance of Ric Flair stood out. So Hulk Hogan had a ring performance of 84, Slaughter 72, Rick Rude 53, Trudy Blanchard 56, Arn Anderson 57. Ric Flair had 98 in ring, not bad. As the Go Before Wrestling storyline advanced with a segment that gained heat, the former WWF storyline has started with a segment, and so is the Awesome storyline. Trudy Blanchard and Arn Anderson improving, Trudy in Techno and Arn in Rumble. And our first show gets a 74B minus. Not a bad start to the new way of doing things. So we'll see you next week with a fatal 4-way like no other, where we'll crown the first ever world champion or Go Before champion, and also we'll find out what Sting has for Undertaker planned. So yeah, we'll be doing 2 months of this to give you a special video because of all the things. Try and get it all done today, but these do take a lot of time to put together. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you with the next episode of Global Force Wrestling in 1987. Hello guys, and welcome back to your second edition of Amped. We've got one more Amped before the live event pay-per-view. We'll be announcing the matches for that next week when our boss, who I'm not going to reveal, 1,506 at the Grand Ballroom. These are the results on Growth and Force Wrestling being held by Go Force Wrestling. So we've got over 1,000 people tonight, which is good. And we open up with Paul Bearer. I've also started the show before recording because I don't need to reveal who's in the main event tonight. But we've taken Jim Crockett Promotions and the WWF down, I do believe, tonight. My Undertaker did not win the title. Sting, the undead don't stood still. Believe me. Oh yes, my Undertaker is coming for you, Sting. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Oh yes. So yeah, Paul Bearer. I am going to get the Paul Bearer picture I had earlier back because it's a better one than what we've got. That's the William Moody one, or Percy Pringle, as he also goes by. But yeah, we brought him back, 30E plus for the opening angle. And we open the show tonight with Bam Bam Bigelow in a 50D plus. In a decent match, Shawn Michaels defeated Bam Bam Bigelow in 6 minutes and 36 by pinfall with a sweet chin music. The announced quality lifted the match. The color commentary gave the match a boost. This match got the crowd hotter. Bam Bam Bigelow had a ring performance of 46. Michaels just slightly over 47. No work improvements to talk about. In a 44D, in a decent match, Kurt Hennig defeated Sid Vicious in 803 by pinfall with a Hennig-Blacks. Sid Vicious debuts old school heel gimmick's got a rating of average. Now's quality and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. It's got the crowd hotter. Sid Vicious had a ring performance of 19, Hennig 52. No work improvement sadly. I want to get Vicious up there in the main event. A 49D, Arn Anderson and Rick Rude are in the back. They have a massive argument, and then the brawl ensues. Which I would say is, probably the first kind of we're ahead of our time in my opinion. We had better ideas of what the wrestling industry could be, and we're ahead of our time. But yeah, so the awesome storylines events of the segment The Lost Heat. The 45D. Just give me a second. Oh, you. In a decent match, Mick Foley and Brian Pillman defeated Vader and King Kong Bundy in 8:22 when Pillman defeated King Kong Bundy by a pinfall with a flying across corkscrew crossbody. Yeah, I was going to have Ted DiBiase in this match and have him take the loss so he didn't look bad on the two big guys, but he wouldn't have it, so we had to go with that. So yeah, Vader and King Kong Bundy have absolutely zero chemistry as partners. Awesome. Now it's quality lifting match. Got to go match boost. Pillman 41, Mick Foley 38, Bundy 52, Vader 40, King Kong Bundy improving in Rumble. Hooray! 27E minus. This is probably the worst match of the night. In a terrible match, The Undertaker defeated Robbie Brookside in 7:23 by pinfall tombstone pile drive with a tombstone off Paul Bearer into it. Paul Bearer did some good work ringside. Brookside debuted as young light gimmicks, got a short rating of average. Quality lifted the match, gave the match a boost. 26 and a 20. Undertaker improving in performance. Hooray! And then Sting comes in and attacks, beating the Undertaker down to the mat after his earlier thing. And on to the main event. Oh my giddy goddy on 89A, my first ever A in this game. In an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeated Andre the Giant, Ric Flair and Sergeant Slaughter in 2012 when Hogan defeated Sergeant Slaughter by pinfall with an axe bomber. Hulk Hogan wins the Global Force Wrestling Championship. Andre has debuted as Giant gimmicks, getting feeling very good. Andre had a ring performance 81, Hogan 87, Flair 97, Sergeant Slaughter 73, and the storyline advanced and gained heat with that segment. No worker improvements coming upon, but that will close our show off. Another 74B minus, but a great main event. And we'll continue on here, and we'll see you guys next week for our next live wrestling event, as we have our final Amped, and I will be revealing the matches heading into that pay-per-view right then and there. See you guys at Amped next week live. Hello and welcome back. We are with Amped tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to quickly run down the card for Call of the Round, our first event. We're going to have Andre the Giant and Sergeant Slaughter battle it out. Arn Anderson will be meeting Rick Rude. Bam Bam Bigelow will meet Shawn Michaels. Guerrero will meet Steven Regal. Bondi will meet Pillman. Flair and Hogan in the main event for the championship. Sid Vicious will take on Robbie Brookside. DiBiase will take on Kurt Hennig. The Taker versus Sting. Blanchard versus Mick Foley. And Vader will take on Norman Smiley. That is your matchup for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready, because Amped is live. In front of 2,000 people at the New York McCann Ice Arena. These are the results from Global Force Wrestling Amped, being held by Global Force Wrestling. Hulk comes out of the ring to open up tonight's show. I am the champion, brother. In less than a week, a match you all want to see is going to happen. Me and Rick will go one-on-one for the GFWs ahead of every other wrestling company. Soon Vince, Jim, me, Jim, and anyone watching will be scared of us. We're going to make history, brother. Whoa! Hulk, you want to keep that belt? We've been kept apart for far too long. Inside the green ropes we'll fight, and we'll see who the best. Whoa! But I'll win because I'm the jet flying, limo riding, star profiling, son of a gun. And you're just nothing. Then Rick swings at Hogan and then basically have a massive brawl. I think I got that right. If I got that wrong, I'm sorry. I can't remember that. And our opening match tonight on Global Force Wrestling Amped gets a 33 plus in a terrible match. Regal, Vicious and The Taker defeat Sting, Foley and a debuting Eddie Guerrero. In 7:44 when Undertaker defeats Sting by pinfall choke slam. Eddie Guerrero debuted his old school face gimmick. He's got an initial rating of below average. Guerrero's really off his game. Barry did some good work at ringside, and that's quality lifted the match. The color commentary gave the match a boost. It's got the crowd hotter. Guerrero had a ring win performance of 24. Foley 38. Sting 34. Taker 29. Vicious 23. Regal 32. And the Global Force Next Gen storyline advanced segment and gained heat. Undertaker proven in technical and vicious in performance, which is good. Two of the people I want to push are improving. On to the next match is 77B, which is Andre the Giant Sergeant sort of having a bit of a, tense moment in the locker room backstage. Nothing comes of it. Sergeant Slaughter then goes on and defeats Vader in 7:47 by pinfall. 65C the match. Cloud commentary going to the match. This match got the crowd hotter. Slaughter 68, Vader 48. Sergeant Slaughter improving in performance. Not bad. Andre the Giant in a quick squash match defeated Robbie Brookside in 307 by pinfall the body slam. Robbie Brookside seamless game last quality lift in the match. The colour commentary going to the match booth. The great performance of Andre the Giant really stood out. Brookside 24. Andre the Giant 82. No worker improvements, sadly. Arn Anderson defeats Kurt Hennig in 6:14 by pinfall. Last quality lifted the match. The colour commentary on the match boost. Arn had a 60. Hennig a 58. No worker improvements, sadly. In a decent match, Rick Rude defeated Ted DiBiase in 7:31 by pinfall with Rude awakening. Excuse me. Last quality lifted the match. The colour commentary on the match boost. Ted DiBiase had a ring performance of 58. Rick Rude had a ring performance of 54. No worker improvements by 62C, not bad. Then Arn Anderson comes out. Oh, no, they're in the back actually. So he's just walked through the curtain after his match, and then the backstage and Arn breaks out, and they start brawling with each other. Host radio and stuff have to pull them apart. And then our main event is a 75B- in a battle of superb wrestling and great heat. Ric Flair defeated Brian Pillman in 14:48 by pinfall. Ric Flair looks excellent out there. Brian Pillman had a ring performance of 46. Ric Flair 98. No worker improvements, and we end the show with a 71C+, which is our worst TV taping we've done. But I'm not bothered. I think our pay-per-view event's going to flip in, blow the cod out of the water. But yeah, guys, that's that for you. I will see you with your next event. Thanks for watching. Hello and welcome back to Amped. So yeah, actually I told a lie. The event's on Thursday, so you do get 4 Amped, and then we'll get the event. So we've got 1 more Amped. This Amped isn't ankle heavy. It's kind of type the pay-per-view. So in a terrible match, Sid Vicious defeated Mick Foley by pinfall or powerbomb. Sid Vicious and Mick Foley don't click, and they're made for a knockabout. Collar commentary lift. Announcing and the colour commentary gave the match a boost. The match got the show after a strong start. The match got the crowd hotter. Sid Vicious 19, Foley 35. No worker improvements. So 76B as we hype up the main event of the pay-per-view. A 41D- in a belt that had subpar wrestling and little heat. The Undertaker and Trilly Blanchard defeated Sting and Norman Smiley when Undertaker defeated Norman Smiley by pinfall with a choke slam after Paul Bearingford. Trilly Blanchard was head and shoulders over everyone. The Undertaker and Trilly Blanchard have zero chemistry. Oh well. Both the announcing and the colour commentary the match. Bruce has got the crowd hot, and Norman Smiley had a ring performance of 24. Sting 35, Trilly Blanchard 47, The Undertaker 25. No work improved. A 4-point Trilly Blanchard in here would help, and obviously not. Then we're hyping up Andre versus Sergeant Slaughter. A 60C+, Arn Anderson defeated Brian Pillman by pinfall after Ole Anderson interfered. Arn Anderson's getting better his gimmick. That's quality lifted the match. The colour commentary get the match a boost. Arn Anderson 60, Brian Pillman 40. 78B, in an exceptional match, Ric Flair defeated Sergeant Slaughter by submission after interference from Ole. Sergeant Slaughter 69, Ric Flair 98, no worker improvements. And then our main event only got a 79B. In an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeated Andre the Giant in 2023 by pinfall of an axe bomber. Hulk Hogan makes defense number 1 of his Global Force Championship title. Andre is visibly trying towards the end. The match suffered because there's not enough selling. Andre had a ring force 79, Hogan 85. And then Ric Flair comes in and attacks Hogan ahead of our event. So I guess 75B all over the place. It increases our popularity in one region. And I'll see you at the big event. Hello guys, and welcome to the first big event, Call of the Wild. We're on pay-per-view tonight, and tonight we're going to be live, we're going to be uncensored on pay-per-view for this. Not many angles because I have got the product settings set that we have 100% wrestling at the events. But tonight, we've got all the matches, including a injury substitution. So all the storylines events with our music video, it kind of promotes Hulk Hogan vs. Ric Flair, Andre the Giant, Sarge Saw, Rick Rude and Anderson, and the Taken Sting. It's 58C. We're in front of 3,882 people at the MI Pro Arena Event Center, and this is called Call of the Wild event. I couldn't think of a very good name for it, so I just called it Call of the Wild. It was one of the, you can suggest event names. Yeah, well, this is it. So our opening match gets a 34E. In a terrible match, Sting defeated The Undertaker in 12:30 by pinfall. Sting meant to defend number 1 of his GFW Next Gen Championship. Paul Bearer did some good work at ringside. The Undertaker and Sting don't seem to click, and it made for an awkward bout. Now it's quality lifted in the match. The colour commentary match has got the crowd hotter. The Undertaker had a performance of 25, Sting 34. No work improvements, but good match nonetheless. In a decent match, Tully Blanchard defeated Mick Foley by pinfall with a slingshot superplex. Now it's quality lifted match. Colour commentary gave the match a boost. It's got the crowd hotter. Tully Blanchard performance was 68. Mick Foley 35. No work improvements, but 66C. Not bad. So yeah, after the match, Undertaker's a bit annoyed backstage, and we have a camera back there, but we don't get to hear what he's saying. But we can see that Paul Bearer is talking to Undertaker, and I still need to change his picture. I'll do that before we do the end of the month review on Monday. In a pool match, Vader defeated Norman Smiley in 7:52 by pinfall with powerbomb. 52D plus. Norman Smiley's getting better. It's a nice quality lifted match. The colour commentary goes back through. Vader had a ring performance of 59. Norman Smiley 21. No worker improvements at the moment. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. So yeah, a video just promoting the 4 horsemen of Ric Flair, Alan Anderson, Ollie Anderson, and Tully Blanchard. 60C, 55C minus, not bad. In a decent match, Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Shawn Michael by 7:33 by pinfall with a handful of tights. Now it's quality lift the match. Colour commentary in the batch booth. Bam Bam Bigelow had a finger performance of 50. Michaels 48. In an abysmal match, Robbie Brookside defeated Sid Vicious in 7:51 by pinfall with a Iconal Slam 20E minus. Sid Vicious and Robbie Brookside don't click, and that's quality lift the match. The colour commentary gave a bench booth. This match got the cooled the crowd a little. Sid Vicious 19, Robbie Brookside 21. I was hoping this match would do that without having me to ask them to, so good job of those guys doing what I wanted to do without me telling them. We are owned by Jesse Ventura, but I have got more plans for the boss. In a bout that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, Kurt Hennig defeated Steven Regal and Eddie Guerrero in 13:27. Kurt Hennig defeated Steven Regal by pinfall with a Hennig plex. Kurt Hennig carried a match in ring performance. Yeah, Ted DiBiase got injured before the last week's TV taping, so I had to think of a quick replacement, and I thought if I throw him into this match, because these two are too low on the card, they have to be on like a pre-show. So I thought if I throw him in there, these guys could get a good rating. 56C, not bad. Eddie Guerrero's get both gimmick, that's quality, and the colour commentary in the match a boost. This got the crowd hot again. Performance of Kurt Hennig standards to that as being good. Regal 32, Eddie Guerrero 29, Hennig 68, and no work improvements. Boo. Ollie Anderson, similar thing to what we saw with Figure We see that Ollie Anderson's talking to Ric Flair about his match with Hogan tonight, but Ollie Anderson sees the camera and shuts the door and continues the conversation behind closed doors. In a 69C plus, in a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, King Kong Bundy defeated Brian Pillman in 11:32 by pinfall with a big splash. King Kong Bundy was visibly tiring towards the end. The announced quality lifted the match, colour commentary in the match a boost. Bundy had a point performance of 64, Pillman 54. No work improvements, but not a bad match from them too. Then we start getting to some more of the storyline ones. In a decent match, Arn Anderson defeated Rick Rude in 8:19 by pinfall. The announced quality lifted the match, colour commentary in the match booth. Anderson 55, Rude 48. The awesome storyline has advanced, and Rude improving the performance. Good on you, Rick Rude. A 76B minus. In an exceptional match, the Giant defeated Sergeant Slaughter by pinfall with a body slam. This match suffered because of the lack of selling on display. Probably Andre, actually. Had a ring performance of 83, Slaughter 68. The former WWF storyline advances segment work improvements. So I think Andre doesn't sell very much, and that puts the match down. And then our main event gets an 82B. In an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeated Ric Flair in 20:43 by pinfall and axe bomb. Hulk Hogan makes defense number 2 of his GFW Championship. Flair had a ring performance of 98. Hogan had a ring performance of 89. The GFW has advanced for the segment and gained heat. And that ends the show on a 78B. Increased our popularity in 81 regions because of what broadcaster we've been able to sign up to. I'm going to give it to Hogan and Flair, and I'll give it to Andre as well. Cool. Pointed out as a good example. Pointed out as good. Hogan scene please, first scene please, and Giant scene please. So yeah, we'll see you on Monday when we'll have a look at the improvements of people and the end of the month review for the first month of events. Thanks for watching, guys. Hello and welcome back. So yeah, we're going to have a quick look at my roster, see how people have improved over the past month. So yeah, as you can see, Andre has improved in hardcore by 1 point, but that's about it really. And in submissions. The one thing we've been getting penalties with is his selling. He's going up in selling. He's a 50D plus, so hopefully if he can get better at selling, we might get some better matches. Arn Anderson. Oh, actually, let's have a look at Andre's popularity. So yeah, he's a 98 and he has not dropped. He's dropped 6 points, but I think that's working with a smaller company than WWF has hindered him. On to Arn Anderson. Track progress, as you can see, Arn hasn't improved at all. He's improved in aerial and flashiness, but that's about it really. I'll keep an eye on him. You know, everyone's got a year-long contract. Once that year runs out, you know, we'll be looking at this in a more depth and seeing how people have improved over the course of the year, and we'll see, you know, their popularity growth, their in-ring skill growth, and if they're not very good, they might be cut. But yeah, as you can see in the tri-state, we are at 46. He's gone up in popularity. Awesome. In our area. We are going to be doing the first TV show from another area because we want to get to Colt, so we need to do a show outside of our home region as well, so we'll be doing that tonight. 31E plus, and in the Great Lakes 41, which means he will probably be on the card tonight, because that's where we're more popular as well. So that's his popularity. As in skills, you know, he's improved. He has improved in areas that he needs to improve in. So, Bam Bam Bigelow probably won't be going anywhere. My boy, Brian Pillman. Let's have a look. See, 20E plus at the moment. Not a lot of improvement, really, here at all. But yeah, he's improved across the board in certain areas in popularity. So yeah, very good in him improving in popularity. In skill wise, improvement in every second area, more or less. So he will probably be here at the end of the month, end of the year. Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, brought him in. He's not very popular. He's only 32 in our area, but you know, he's a WWF former star, so we thought we'd bring him in. Not improved apart. He's improved in brawling. Improved in hardcore, I think that is, yeah. But not any much else, and I think, you know, personally he's been putting on good matches, so I'm not bothered. Eddie Guerrero, not being used very much on the TV. He's more for the events, because I want the events to be nice and long. But as you can see, he has improved in ring work, so he's working at EMML, which is the company and thing. But as you can see, he's gone up to 12 in popularity, so not bad at all. Hulk Hogan. I am a real American, fight for the rights of every man. So yeah, he's got a 42. He's improved in ring as well, which is good. Nice to see him improving. Popularity wise, has he dropped? He's 95 everywhere, but yeah, he's dropped by 1 point. A very popular man. King Kong Bundy, someone I had to get. Track progress. As you can see, he's doing quite well across the board in areas in popularity. He has, you know, not lost. Skills, track progress, improving in chain wrestling, and that's it. So he might not be here at the end of the year. Mick Foley, I'm using him as Mick Foley. Yeah, he's improving quite well as well. Not angry with him at all. The only problem is we've got Bam Bam Bigelow and I think it's Rick Rude who keep wrestling drunk on drugs. So if they do it tonight, we might release them quite early. We might just fire them and then bring in some more people because I've got some names I'm going to bring in. Anyway, to cover my back. Popularity, he is a 12 plus, so he's improved in popularity in our area. As far as skills go, he has improved nowhere. Keeping an eye on him. I haven't used him a lot, so he's only working for me. I haven't used him a lot, so I'm not surprised. Ric Flair, he's improved in popularity. He's now at 93. I think that might have helped him with his match with Hulk Hogan. I don't expect he's improved here. Probably not. No. Bit in there. But how? He's a good in-ring worker, so I'm not going to kind of fire him at the end of the year. This guy might not be here for much longer. Same as Bam Bam Bigelow if he wrestles drunk on drugs at our next show. But, you know, he's popular. That's the problem. But yeah, if he does it, I'll be bringing in someone who can work better than him. Not bad at all in ring. If I have to get rid of him and Bam Bam Bigelow, I'm going to be bringing in 2 huge WWF stars. Be prepared for that. A 14 plus, so he's gone up in popularity in our area, which is good. Track progress, and he's improving in ring as well, which is nice to see. Sergeant Sawyer, someone else who is very popular. As you can see, he's quite popular, 70C in our area. Skills otherwise, I think he's done a bit of improving. Yeah, he's improved in brawling, Purus, hardcore. He's improved across the board. Jeez. Good on you, mate. Not bad. Shawn Michaels, future world champion, hopefully. If we use him tonight. But as you see, his popularity is up to he's a 36D minus in our area. Yes, that's not too bad. Otherwise, in skills, you know, he's improving as well. So he's getting better in ring and he's getting better at thing. Sid Vicious. Just let me scratch my head. Because I've only got one hand to do it. I've got tendinitis and I can't move. But I think it's more than that. I might have to call 111 up soon if it doesn't get any better because it's so painful. I can't move my fingers or anything on one hand. So he's a 17 now. He was a 6. He's now 17. So that's not too bad. Otherwise, in skills, as you can see, he's crap. Not being mean, he is not very good at all in anywhere. But this is the idea: is he's improved only by 1 point, but he's improved. And you know, if we, you know, want to make stars, we've got to bring in these people and use them. You know, Steven Regal, he's now a 12. He was very little. More popular over up in the other area, but we'll just not ignore that. Otherwise in skills, there's a 59C, 52, 32, 65, 59, 12 and 9. So not too bad at all. Our boy Stinger, whoa! He's now up to a 20. He was a 20 when he was a 10 when we brought him in. He's now a 17. So I'll do an auto push when we've looked at these and see where everyone stands for the next taping, or live actually, because we are live. And he's improved in ring as well. Future world champion, hopefully. Ted DiBiase, who is out injured at the moment, so very sad to see that. Otherwise, in popularity, he, you know, not in popularity, yeah, he's gone up. He's now 60C in the Tri-States. Skill-wise, though, track progress, you know, he has improved in ring as well, in areas, jeez. You know, 2-year pro, only 22 years old. You'd think now he's 50, geez. But yeah, he's now 17 in the Tri-State. He was quite low down, but, you know, this guy has, you know, he's improving as well. So, you know, you've got to look at this company and go, we've got some huge names here. You know, at the moment, we've got big names. You know, we've got names of the future as well. When these guys retire or, you know, start falling behind. 42 in popularity for Julie Blanchard. 35 years old, not that old actually. You know, let's have a look at his skills. See, he hasn't improved as well, so it might end up with the 4 Horsemen's vanishing. You know, he's improved in one area, so we'll see. And Vader. Oh, It's time. It's time. It's Vader. Time. Yeah, he's improved in areas. He's better than Sid Vicious, which is what we want to say. As far as popularity is concerned, yeah, he's a 46. So, you know, he's now a 34. And he was a 25. So, yeah, he's doing good. So that's what the roster looks like now. We'll just shake everybody up, just see where they all stand. We've got him tomorrow night. I'm going to see if people... I don't know if there's a way of seeing... Yes, so you see Bam Bam Bigelow wrestled while wasted on drugs, and so did Rick Rude. Rick Rude's done it twice, Bam Bam only once. So what I might do if they continue is I'm going to fire them, and I'll bring in 2 people to replace them, and then I'm bringing in 2 other major names to help with our shows. So guys, I'll see you with AMP tomorrow night, which I'm going to be announcing now. Will be the first ever wrestling show to go over 1 hour. It's going to be an hour and 30 minutes starting this week, and we will be taping it live from the Great Lights. So yeah, we were able to get with Cable Vision on pay-per-view. The weekly show's only on Tri-States. We can't get anywhere else at the moment because we're not big enough, but we're a regional company at the moment. We did grow while booking the shows because of our ratings, but as you can see, we're 33 in popularity over in the thing, and we need to get 47. So if we keep working on these 2 areas, when we get there, we can then hire everybody into written and start doing house shows. And when we start doing house shows, we should start making a profit. But hey, we're doing better what we're doing in most of these videos. So I can see you at the next AMP tomorrow night. Oh, and just so you know, actually I was going to show you this. No Way Out is our next event. It's going to be one of our big events of the year. And I can confirm, I'll confirm it now. It will be confirmed on the TV show, but I'll confirm it for you guys. Modern. Okay, they haven't got the sort of cage I want to do because I don't think they're like a brawl-based steel cage match. Okay, I'm going to import some wrestling matches just so that we can get the other types of cages in, because I don't think cages are brawl. So I'll see if I can get the other steel cage in. But I will be doing a steel cage match, and also I'll be announcing something else. Something that has happened in the wrestling industry before, so it'll be the first of its kind, and we're going to do it. This is a different timeline in my eyes, so no, this is not the real life timeline, so I'm really trying to change things and make it more interesting. So guys, I'll see you with AMPed tomorrow night when we have 2 major announcements for the next pay-per-view. See you then. Hello and welcome back. Welcome to the first 90-minute wrestling live TV show ever, with the opening angle of AMPed, which gets a 90 to a... So I did it for 5 minutes, so not too bad to open up tonight. Hulk, last Thursday I won the biggest match in my career, Ric Flair. I don't care, I want one more match, brother. You see, me and you bring the best out of each other, and me and you are the top of our game. The company has brought the best wrestlers from all over tonight. I will fight someone of my choice that deserves a shot at my championship, which is not going to happen. I changed my idea on that and turned it into a tag match because of this angle. So I will take that out. That bit does not happen. Just don't know that. So yeah, he says he's on top of his game with 4 wrestlers. Then Ric Flair comes out. Hulk! I see what you're thinking, and I have to agree. The next thing I want to say is the next event is called No Way Out. So me and Hogan, steel cage match. If I lose, I'll step back for a whole year. No time matches. If you lose, you become the 4 horseman slave. You'll carry the bags, drive the limo, clean the shoes, and clean our shoes. You're on, brother. You see, at No Way Out 4 weeks tonight, me in the steel cage, there'll be no family-friendly stuff. We will bleed, and the cage will stop Ollie and the rest of them interfering. So see you then, brother. So Ric Flair was superb, working right security, had the crown defender. Jim Ross was pretty weak. They deserved better announcing, better calling commentary. The angle at the show after a strong start got the crowd hot. Hulk Hogan looked good. Flair was a real star in this segment, and the GFW Championship advanced in this segment. No work improvements, but what a way to open up a 92A and a sold-out crowd in front of 2,500 people. Yeah, I want to say one thing. If you haven't watched, the Global Force Destination X yet, Watch it. A lot of good stuff happened. Brilliant stuff. So yeah, I think the pre-booking's actually been put in. Yeah. So Ric Flair 1v1 steel cage match. Oh, I've got so much crap open up from the bottom. Excuse my French. We go to our opening angle, which gets a 30E plus in a table match. Eddie Guerrero defeated The Undertaker in 8:09 by pinfall frog splash. Paul Bearer did some good work at ringside. Nelson Quality lifted the match. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. Guerrero 27, Undertaker 25. And Guerrero improving a rumble, which is good. In a 48D in a bout that didn't have much heat but decent wrestling, and I'm going to have to pay Bam Bam off because he wasn't happy about this. Mick Foley defeated Bam Bam Bigelow in 7:47 by pinfall with a power driver. The announcing quality lifted the match. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. The match got the crowd hotter. 47 for Bam Bam and a 36 for Mick Foley. No worker improvements. So yeah, we have a quick promo from Brian Pillman. I am the future, but you get to see me now. Now every week I'll come out here and fight for these fans, and I'll do whatever I get told. I am Brian Pillman, and tonight I kick ass. So yeah, I just thought I'd give Pillman a quick promo. 53C, not bad. Then we go into a match. Sting defeated Kurt Hangin and by pinfall. 10-14 by pinfall. Sting makes defense number 2 of his Global Force Wrestling Next Gen title. Gets a 52D. Sting seemed off his game. That's quality lifted the match. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. Hangin looked good out there. Kurt Hangin had a performance of 68. Sting 36. No worker improvements. Then Pillman takes on Truly Blanchard in a bout of good rest and decent reaction from the crowd. Brian Pillman defeated Truly Blanchard in 9:03 by pinfall with a leaping, thrusting lariat. That's quality of the match. The colour commentary gave the match boost. Pillman 54, Blanchard 65. No worker improvements. And our next big angle of the night, which I ain't booked in yet, and I still ain't changed this picture, as I keep saying I'm going to do. Right, give me a second. Let's write this on my phone. Let me just nudge my fiance to take a shot on Paul. She won't let me. Sting! Whoa! The Stinger! Here for the next Grand Champion. I've been the champion since the first episode of Amped. This is the first time I've spoken to you. I come out here for competition and I got to fight some of the best. There's one person who won't leave me alone. The Undertaker. You've been pushing your way into title match, but you're not getting any more. So Paul Bearer comes out, pushing a castic to ringside. Oh, my Undertaker is not finished with you yet. He has more challenges for you for the first ever on pay-per-view. He wants to challenge you to a casting match. The winner will be the person who's not in the castic when the bell rings. Open it, Sting. There's a present for you. Oh, yes. So Sting goes over. He opens the castic. As the lights cut out and like a spotlight shines on the castic, then the Undertaker sits up, pulls Sting into the casket, but Sting fights back and escapes for the crowd. Gets a 36D minus, better than I thought this angle would get. But, you know, we're going to book that in. I can't resist, you know. One of our big 4 pay-per-views. It's going to be a good match, I hope. Where is the casket on here? There it is. So, Sting versus Hogan. What was Sting versus Hogan? Sting versus Undertaker in the casket match. I don't care. They're in a casket match. Get on with it. We then move on to our next match, and I get a 48D plus in a bout of that subpar wrestling and little heat. Vader and Sid Vicious defeated Robbie Brookside and Norman Smiley in 8:28 when Sid Vicious defeated Norman Smiley. Norman Smiley defeated Smiley by pinfall with powerbomb. Vader carried the match in terms of ring work. Vader and Sid Vicious showed... Ooh, Vader and Sid Vicious are good at tagging. That might help me out. But Vader looked good at excellent out there. Norman Smiley 23. Robbie Brookside 26. Sid Vicious 25 and Vader 60. There's no worker improvement. Surprising with someone like Vader in the ring. 68C. 68C plus. In above had good heat and decent wrestling on Ansel and King Kong Bundy defeated Rick Rude and Shawn Michaels in 7:33 when King Kong Bundy defeated Shawn Michaels by pinfall big splash. Shawn Michaels was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's performance. The announcer quality lifted the match. The Colour commentary goes match of Boost. Shawn Michaels 47, Rick Rude 58, King Kong Bundy 66, and Anderson 59. The Awesome storyline has advanced. Rick Rude improving in performance. A 76B minus, hyping up, and that gets an 84B plus. In an exceptional match, Ric Flair and Andre the Giant defeated Hulk Hogan and Sergeant Slaughter in 7:28 when Andre the Giant defeated Sergeant Slaughter by pinfall with a body slam. In terms of ring work, Ric Flair's head and shoulders. Sergeant Slaughter was a weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance. So Andre the Giant's getting back to his gimmick. Hulk Hogan seemed off his game. Giant got 76, Flair 95, Sergeant Slaughter 67, 83 for Hogan. And both storylines had advanced, and Andre the Giant's improving in performance. And the show gets a 78B. Our best taping yet. You know, we open up with a bang and we close with a bang. But yeah, we'll see you next week for the next TV taping, when I'm going to see if we've got any drug problems and stuff. But we'll see you next week for GFW and baby.